welcome to the Stitcher Wives, as we are known here on YouTube,
Planet
FlossTube. Well, yeah, sure, Planet Earth. We are, what day are we today? We're Friday.
Just for something different.
Oh, I've got a diary in front of me. It tells me the number. We are the 11th of April
Dear
today.
diary.
Weeks 11.
Yeah.
Dear diary.
Don't read my diary to the people. Well, we welcome you. We welcome
Another
you
day here on planet Earth. Cruising down there.
So again, welcome to our channel, to our Stitchy section of the universe. And it's great to have you here with us. Welcome back if you're coming back, returning subscriber or viewer, and if you've just happened to come upon us and you like.
Sorry.
That's a different video. That's another video.
Sorry, I've ruined it already.
Circling back,
Lucky you.
if this is the first time you've seen us on your screens, then welcome. And if you like our Stitchy projects, you're welcome to join and see future editions of this here recordings. Just subscribe, notifications, all those sorts of things. Leave us comments if you'd like to know anything or have comments about our work. You're welcome to do so. We love to chat with you there. But yeah, so shall we launch straight into Stitchy goodness?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I kind of made a list just as a remembering from last time.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, about a month, maybe a little bit over. Yeah, we've had a lot going on, some sickness in there and whatnot. But shall we pull out Saga?
Saga!
Okay, I'll find it. Okay. So here is Saga. It is Long Dog Samplers, and last time I was somewhere up in here. There'll be an inserted photo here, and so I have put in some stitching down through here. The goal for March was to do 300 stitches, and I definitely did more than that because Saga is beautiful to stitch on. I am using Silks For You thread PR147, and it's a beautiful variegated blue. And this month the goal in April will be to do 400 stitches on it, so that will be a couple of days of stitching at some point. And that is
Looking good.
It's
Saga.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Tell us again where you got your hank from.
Silks For You is where I got
sorry.
the hank of
You just said that.
yes, the hank of silk. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And that is Saga. The other one that I'm not going to show, but I'll insert a photo of what it looks like that I'm working on. It is the Galaxy. So last month I was at 25%, and this month I'm at 36.24%. That one, just slowly. It would have been nicer to be at 50, but that's okay. I'm getting there.
It'd be nicer to be 5 years younger.
Well, I guess so.
10.
No, I don't want to be
Not that.
29 again.
Oh.
Fuck that. That was not a time.
That wasn't a time.
It was a confusing time, yeah. No, 39 is where it's at.
Oh, okay. So,
Alright, Nana.
what were we talking about though? The Galaxy. So, I am working on it for our exhibition that we're having here in Whakatane with our Embroiderers Guild, and that is in June. So, I hope to have it done in the next couple of months. Maybe May would be nice. Maybe or close.
Should have been May.
Yeah, because if the exhibition's in June, it would be nice to have finished it by May, so that I can frame it and get it all nicely done. And I will show it to you all when it's complete after the exhibition. My next one that I was going to show you all is the jellies. Would you like to see Jelly World?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you protecting mine?
I moved the vino out of the way so that it didn't interfere with you.
Oh.
I'm a bit nervous about it being near the stitching.
Oh yes, okay. I mean, we've had some experiences. So this is jelly.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Bruh.
Shut.
So it's gonna have to like come in here. I'm just watching all the things. Oh. Put it down. Lower. Okay.
Honey,
So
look at that. It
this
looks like a
is
photo.
this is where we're at. So I revised our last video, and last time I had a full page complete, which was somewhere over here. This part was all complete, and this one was started but not finished. So I have now finished page 2 and started page 3, working on page 4, and there's a tiny little 9-column page over here, as well as a tiny little bit down here into one of these other pages because it's been a second release. And so the Jelly World is coming along nicely.
It's fucking incredible.
It does look 3-dimensional.
It's
like
a lot of fun.
how
the
the
little
depth of it,
rivulets. Yeah.
how that does look so much further back than the other ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's fun to work on. I got quite hyper fixated on it, and I was sick for a little bit, so I spent my sick days at home just stitching and between
Getting down
watching.
with the sickness.
The shows. And so yeah, this is Jelly World stats for that one. So last time we filmed, I was at 40% of the first installment only. This time I'm at 45.64% of both installments. So that doesn't overly help us because I didn't write down number of stitches. So for next time, I've decided to write down number of stitches, and I'm currently at 24,205
Fuck me.
stitches on here. And yes, so I think by the time it's finished, it's 90,200 and something stitches.
Okay, so you are at about 30%, 24 and 30. You're at about 26%
Of the whole project.
of the whole
complete.
project, yeah.
So that's not bad.
Quick math check.
Yes, we have done it. Bingo. On your card. On your card. So yes, this is the jellies.
Wonderful.
It's
Wonderful.
lovely.
Can you imagine having done a 10th stitch?
Yeah,
I
I couldn't personally because I really like
The detail
the
is just...
the coverage as well. So
Maybe 10th stitch would have it look, you know how when you're snorkeling or something and you're seeing through the salty water, maybe it would have a different
maybe.
effect.
Or maybe I'd want to use more strands so it actually fills the whole square. So instead of just 2 strands, if I was doing 10 on this, I might use 3.
Yeah.
And then I think, I don't know, I just like full
It's
crosses.
beautiful, bro.
So that's what I'm doing, and I love it. And it's a happy stitch, and the colours bring me joy, and it's really nice.
Yay for joy.
And that's my jelly story. This is the Heaven and Earth Design sale for this year, and yeah, we'll surely talk about it again in future ones, or in past ones we have. Would either of you like to show one of your stitchy goodness?
Do you ever see that?
I do have mine.
I'll keep the massive pillow on hand.
For the massive, so I'm sort of, I'm getting there. I have definitely
So much progress.
definitely done a lot more. I'm up to
Photo of last one?
Yeah, I will put the photo of last one in. So this is Autumn Queen, and it was at 12.9% on our last
Look how much you've done!
installation.
It is now at 19.11%.
That is
Shall we?
amazing.
Put the pillow behind.
Yes.
Get it a bit closer.
Oh, there's like a little rose in there.
There's a rose.
Ooh.
Okay, teamwork makes the dream work.
makes
Yeah,
the
thank you,
dream
sir.
work. I'm coming in with a pillow.
So this is a Heaven and Earth design called Autumn Queen, and it's by Bridget Ashwood. And it's looking good so far.
It's incredible.
It's so amazing.
I've been having good fun. I've spent quite a bit of time on it over this month as I've been up in Hamilton supporting a friend in hospital. So there's been plenty of opportunity to be stationary and get into it. So
Love it.
It's so great.
that is my story.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Thanks for showing us. And then we'll let you re-cue snap so that then you can carry on stitching while we chat. Yeah, that's an Autumn Queen. Shall I show a couple of mine and then you show yours? Okay, so last month my Whip Go board, I had two things to do. One was my Quack Along, which is Star Parade.
Like that.
So it's an Etsy shop that I have got this pattern from. And I will insert details. My goal was to either stitch on it or stitch on it for 5 days or do 1,000 stitches, and I ended up smashing both those goals. So I stitched on it for 5 days, which ended up being more than 1,000 stitches. So at the start it was at I didn't write down the start percentage. It's now 13.25% or 2,087 stitches, and I have finished the first motif.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's a pond. Do we figure out it's a pond?
We did. We figured out it's a pond with the reeds, and there's like ducks. So see the little duck that's sitting on the top. Frogs, probably a cuda or a
fish,
yabby or something.
Oh, yabby.
Yeah. So that's the first little motif, and then I've started one of these little flowers further down on the pattern. So I don't know. I think your magnet's just attached to your thing. I hope that's okay.
Yeah.
And so because now I've met the whip go call for it, it will go back away because it doesn't have any more goals on it for the year because I've only put it on the board once. But I might pull it out again because it was fun to stitch on it. And people at work saw me stitching on it, and now they've asked, because they see me stitching on other things, they ask, oh, is that one finished? And I'm like, oh, no, it's not finished.
Almost certainly not.
Yes, but it's been fun, and that was one of my whip go calls, so I'm really glad that I achieved that one. And my other whip go call was a new start, so we started the Mitchery, or the Mystery Stitchery, which is a fundraiser for the National Embroidery Conference in New Zealand. Happens every 2 years. And so I finished the tacking, and then I have started the first 2 spots of the spot sampler. So we have black work in this corner, and I have used white, or not a white, but a low number, a high number DMC, something 3850.
It's light, basically.
One of the colours. And then I've used one of my yellows on the next spot, which is just over here, and it will have some more to it up the top. So I have done 1.5 of the 3 for the month, and it is a start.
I haven't. I still having some severe mental health repercussions from trying to tack the fabric, so I've put that into the too hard basket for 2025.
Hey, it might come out one of these days.
Maybe I'll meet the girl of my dreams, and she will know how to tack fabric.
So those were whip go calls for the month of March. I do have whip go calls for this month, and I'll talk about them later.
So, last time we chatted, I said very confidently that I was going to finish. Well, I said confidently, and the girls then gave me pause to reflect. But I felt like I was going to get my aquarium finished in March. It's not, just before you celebrate with us, it is not finished, but it's pretty fucking close.
You'll see from the progress photo, which I will have inserted here where it was.
So all the back stitch in here is done. I need to back stitch in here. I still have a few errant crosses up in the top that I got impatient with at the beginning that I have to finish off, and I've decided to make my own text in the signs, which I started doing some French when I'd had a few du vin at Nancy's maison one soir, and I didn't plan out, and I didn't plan bingo, and I was going to say ne touche pas, so don't touch, or maybe la mer de mort, like the sea of death, or I don't know, I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. In terms of the project itself, it's been so much fun, and finding all the little creatures, and once you start back stitching all the beasties, it just pops so much. In general, my favourite animal to do was probably these jellies, but they were all wonderful, and the barracuda, but I did not enjoy the crocodile because it was just confetti and it annoyed me on the edge because I didn't do good planning with the fabric. Anyway, it looks fucking rad, when you see it like that.
It does. It's amazing.
It's very nearly finished, but I've spent, instead of finishing it this month, I spent the month making mini hoops to sell at markets. And I might send Nancy a photo.
Oh, to insert here.
Or two of all the mini hoops I've made, and the girls actually just helped me this morning finish off maybe 15 more for a market in Te Puke tomorrow. So the aquarium isn't finished, but I've finished many hoops. So I still feel like I achieved a lot in March.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And obviously this is a Lola Crow stitch.
It is.
And it was a stitch along last year. And Lola Crow has just released a new stitch along this year, and I feel like we're doing extremely well
Not
to not
purchased it yet.
purchased it yet.
It'll happen this year.
It will.
It's the year of the bird, not the year of the snake. I disagree.
But we don't like this.
I don't like snakes. The birds will happen.
Yeah.
In fact, Nancy texted me the other day and asked when it was we were going to be buying it, and I said probably the next night we were drunk at her house.
So tomorrow.
So it could be tonight.
Tomorrow,
Who knows?
It could be tonight. It could be tomorrow. It's a weekend, so you know.
That's true.
Who knows? Next month or next recording, we may have had new starts. You'll wait and see. It'll be exciting.
I do have a new start coming, and the clue is Lady Garden, and it's one of my favourite swear words involved in it. I just need to finish the aquarium. I won't let myself start another one.
You're very well constrained like that.
Thank you.
No.
I like to be constrained.
In some aspects of life.
It's been a while. Anyway, enough about me and my aquarium.
Okay, shall I talk about some of my plans?
Please
Because
do.
I always have plans. It's my other hobby. As we've already mentioned, I will be working on Saga this month for 400 stitches. Or more if I feel like it. I will also be working more on the jellies because I would like to have finished 3 pages by, actually 4 pages would be nice by the end of April. That way I've kind of done a page a month of the project. Yeah.
Would you say jellies is your favourite? Do you have a favourite?
It is at this present point in time. It's my favourite. And I think just because of how realistic it looks, and it really is a joy to stitch on. I think I finally cracked working the gridded Ada to know when I'm just colour completing into emptier space that doesn't already have stitching in. I feel more confident that I'm putting the stitch in the right place. Now that I've worked out how that works. But yeah, I'm enjoying Jelly World. And then for my Whip Go calls this month, one is the Schitt's Creek sampler, which I'll show you, and the other is a new start, which I have to decide what I want to do for that. So, Schitt's Creek sampler.
I vote Cozy Book Nook.
Oh yeah, Cozy Winter Book Nook. That would be a fun one to start. I think it's Pain-Free Crafts, and I've already kitted that one up and have the fabric ready. So it may very well be the one.
Oh shit, that looks great.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I've seen it for a
we
while.
haven't seen Schitt's Creek sampler for a while. So
You
Schitt's
hadn't
Creek.
finished the green when I saw it.
Oh, okay. And I've started the orange as well. So Schitt's Creek sampler is Boomerang Stitches. You can find them at Hathaway Stitches on FlossTube. They are great to watch. A sister duo, and they put out like really decent length floss tubes. So
What's
you can
a decent length?
like over an hour.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes close to 2, which means you can stick it on for a good chunk of your day and sit and stitch and get a heap of stitching done while they're chatting to you about their work. And they've got beautiful pieces, and so
they're not unhinged either, which helps in a YouTube
yeah.
video.
I mean, there's probably an underlying.
There's a hinge spectrum. I
Yeah.
suppose, in there.
We all have to be a little spicy to be doing this tiny cross stitches, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. So there's you can get this pattern on Etsy. It comes as PDF, and Boomerang Stitches has released more patterns which are beautiful as well. Like she's got quite a few, and now patterns, like printed patterns that are stocked in L&E stores, which is something. What does L&E stand for?
Legal and situational.
Okay, stitching shops, local needle spaces. I don't know.
Oh, LN. I was thinking you were saying LN.
No,
LNP.
L&S, I think. Anyway, this is beautiful. It is fun to stitch on. I usually will put Schitt's Creek on because I've watched Schitt's Creek at least 10 times through. And I will stitch on it. Funny story, last time I was watching Schitt's Creek was when I was getting my tattoo done last month. So I had to try and not laugh while watching it because it's so funny, because I don't want my whole body was then vibrating, and it's shading and I don't want it to be mucked up and colouring outside. Yeah, colouring outside the lines. Anyway, love me some Schitt's Creek, and now maybe I've influenced my tattoo artist and she now watches Schitt's Creek. So, So I'm
now she laughs while she's tattooing people.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. No, I'll show people the work when it's finished on my body, and you'll see that it's actually okay. So yeah, the goal for this one is either 5 days or 1,000 stitches, or both, which means I might get more than 1,000 stitches into it for the month. So I'm excited. I think I will carry on in this orange section first. Maybe I'll go across, maybe I'll go down. I don't know, but yeah, it's fun. Oh, look, I've done some tent stitch ready to reverse back through, so I'm, must have started something.
Surprise.
And yeah, like Sarah said, maybe my new start this month will be Cozy Winter Book Nook by Pain Free Crafts, because I have it kitted up, but I've also got 2 others kitted up in my chest that I might choose from. I've got the crow, the stained glass crow, and I have got the Mexican skull. Yeah, so those ones are also kitted up, in their entirety. So
is the Mexican skull a smaller one relatively?
I'd say they're all quite
large. Compared to the Cozy Winter Book.
Oh yeah, I think both
fucking ginormous.
Yeah, so but then part of me wonders if I should start Cozy Winter Book Nook because of how ginormous it is.
I mean, that's the one that I've been thinking about for ages.
But also there was a pattern, I forget which page it was on, and it was like this beautiful tequila margarita woman with her beautiful body.
You had me at tequila.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought it's very much us with all our margarita drinking and tequila shots and whatnot. So part of me wondered if I should get that and start that. But maybe that's a good reward for if I finish my Whip Go board or something. Yeah. So yeah, I should start something I've already got. And that's all my plans for stitching stuff. I might try and also work on the Mitchery a bit this month. I really want to try and stay on top of it, and I'm really liking this month's release because there's a few spots that have been released this month. Yeah, and there's some cross stitch in there, which we know, which is good, and there's a stitch that I've not done before called rice stitch, and it looks beautiful.
It does.
Tastes plain but looks beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, tip your waitress. I'll be here all week.
Yay. How about any stitchy related plans?
No, just the usual. Just the usual. Although, there's other things I'm making that aren't stitch related.
Ooh.
Had a sale online for a stained glass kitadoo that I'd already sold. So now I'm making another one very quickly to send off on Monday. And yeah, I've got some crochet to do for helping a friend with a costume.
A steampunk ball, it seems.
It's pretty
Like a masquerade ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
pretty
neat.
exciting.
It's very neat. She's made an awesome start on it. I'm not really doing
You're making the finishing
embellishments.
touches.
The embellishments.
Some accoutrements.
Embellishments.
Noise.
And yeah, perhaps we'll show some of that at some point. But that's just my enormous heaven and earth design.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing the progress you've achieved.
Some days I was doing
good.
over 1,000 stitches on it. Like I think
Amazing.
my was 1,100 and something was a screenshot of.
Do you a record day? That's cool.
Yeah. PB.
Yeah. Because it's numbers, it's a bit difficult for me to,
It's okay.
retain it. But nonetheless.
But you will see the progress between it.
Yeah, the photos.
Now it'll be amazing. Oh, now I have to put in more photos.
Sorry, I'm creating so much work.
And Sarah, you've talked a little bit about your plans for this month.
Yeah, so I'm gonna not do any more little hoops for a while because I'm feeling the carpal tunnel. Because we can't have nice things.
We can't.
I would like to get the aquarium done. Otherwise, I can see it just being a going in a drawer, which would be
We
a
believe
shame.
that's a UFO, an unfinished object.
It's not going to be a UFO.
No,
That would fuck me up.
it's
too
going to
much.
be an FFO.
Finally fucking finished object.
Oh, that's a
Triple
FFO.
FO.
Yeah, okay.
It's like FIFO, but with less mental health issues. Slightly less, not much less. So yeah, I'm gonna not do any more little hoops until I sell some. So I'd like to sell some of my little hoops, and then finish the aquarium and start on the lady garden.
Nice. That would be great.
That's my
Your little goals. Short-term goals. Lovely. I love it. I just am recalling something from last time, as you mentioned your carpal tunnel. There was a challenge put to us on beautifying your sausage. Your sausage sleeves.
The little sleeves. Well, I can't sleep with the fucking things on. So
What are you talking about?
Can you,
there was she gave me those, the sausage sleeves
from her hand therapist. Gave her little
for each
covers.
wrist, and then you put the strap on, and then she said you could get your witches to design to sew on it.
We could do like your skeletal structure.
I think you'd already had.
I feel like I'm
an idea.
something.
You were
You might
telling your
you might
idea.
recognise
so
this.
Now that's probably I'm
it's
having
emerged.
a vague memory. Yeah.
There was much excitement on your part about this competition, and I was like, this is never going to be finished if you give me one to do. I'm not winning this challenge.
I'll be honest, I've been bad. I have not been wearing the night splints until last night because I literally couldn't even stitch. It hurt so much. It hurt so much. So I wasn't going to stitch today.
You need to hold these with your feet. Get your toe around it.
Or a fanny set. A fanny frame, I think I called it.
Up on the table, that's the one.
Oh, OnlyFans, here we go.
There you go. Double toe it.
Oh.
I feel no pain at all.
Never mind my hips.
Then you just have other sore bits and you won't even think about your thumb.
Why didn't I think of this earlier?
Thanks, mate. Thanks. You can.
Thanks, Kristy.
Yeah, I'm full of great ideas.
This is a niche market.
All my
over here.
problems are solved. OnlyFans content, stitching, carpal tunnel in the past.
Any other issues anyone's having? Just feel free to suggest them.
Well,
we
not a
we'll come up
medical
with
doctor. She can provide. Look,
Solutions. Look at
I
them.
can shake people's hands at the same time, or give. I won't say it anyway. The legs are coming down.
Go on, don't fall off
Maybe
your seat.
one at a
Otherwise
time.
I'll get
Maybe one at a
blamed.
time.
I'm too old for this.
I'll get blamed if you fall off your seat.
If I was 29, I could have done that a
Well,
lot smoother.
Imagine.
Makes me want to try it now. I've got shoes on.
Yeah, probably not.
That's enough.
Oh, well, that's me.
You
Done.
just spent. Yeah, cool. So that's all in our Stitchy World updates. Life updates. I might insert a photo of I've been dressed up for Beach Hop, which happened. We talked about that last time with the classic cars. It was quite an intense event with many people, many classic cars. Enjoyable and a lot of fun. Also had a sick kid while we were away, and then straight after is when I got sick and one of the other kids got sick. So we
can't have nice things.
We can't have nice things because then we have to recover and feel behind in work and all those sorts of things too. But such is life. We don't have any big events, I don't think, coming up just now. School holidays happen here in New Zealand next week and the week after, so that'll be great. Got Easter coming up, and that's about all. I can't think of anything else. Maybe a barbecue.
Probably
We
a
often
barbecue.
like to speak about smoked meat.
I
How's
prefer
that
to eat
chicken
it.
in
Rubs.
your freezer?
Still there.
It's still there.
Don't Yeah, if there's anyone that actually watches these videos when they come out,
Hi, Dad.
Dave. Okay, she mentioned it's quite funny because there's lots of things that keep tying in. But for people who come across this video for the first time, I should also imagine it's just fucking bonkers.
Yeah, but probably why we get fewer views.
Yeah.
the longer we do
on.
this.
Also, I mean, we're not in America. That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Maybe we should change. We should be like, have a photo of like clickbait photo, and it said, "These Kiwi woman."
Oh.
Say, and then like just
Oh.
beep 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 beep
Yeah.
beep beep beep.
Should we do the clickbait photo now?
Yeah, probably.
Pose, ready?
And we'll Snapchat that or something. We'll screenshot it. Perfect. Okay,
Well, it's been emotional.
it really has. And,
Another one for the book.
Yeah, well done. We did it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy watching, happy stitching, and we'll see you again soon. Happy
Bye.
day.
Cheerio.